man has been arrested for allegedly beating his girlfriend's 7-year-old son to death with a hammer and stabbing his girlfriend. The vicious attack occurred around 2:45 a.m. on Thursday morning on the 18th of March. Officers responded to a 911 call to dispatch to the Lewis Ritchie Apartments complex in Beckley. When officers arrived, they spoke to a 24-year-old woman named Felicia Brown, who had been attacked at her home, who was taking refuge at a neighbour's house. She told them that her boyfriend, 34-year-old Rashad Thompson, had stabbed her. The authorities were alerted after Felicia entered the neighbour's home after desperately banging on her door early Thursday morning, seeking help. When she opened it, she found Felicia bleeding profusely from her face. She started begging her neighbour to go out with her to her apartment to get her 7-year-old and 2-year-old children. The neighbour went inside Brown's apartment and grabbed the 2-year-old. She saw Rashad walking towards the kitchen, so she carried the baby back to her own home and left the baby with Felicia. She then went back to Felicia's apartment to get her son. When she walked inside, she told police she saw Rashad violently striking the sofa with an object, but she could not tell what the object was, but she ran away. When the officers went to Felicia's apartment, they found a hammer covered in blood on the living room floor and a young boy's lifeless body, whose name's Rashad Brown, laying on the couch with extreme trauma to the left side of his head. Detectives said that Rashad bludgeoned the little boy to death. When questioned, the accused said, "I just lost it." A broken knife was also recovered inside the premises. Felicia was taken to hospital in a critical condition, and following multiple surgeries, her condition has since improved to a stable condition. Rashad was arrested on the spot and charged with first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, child abuse resulting in death, malicious wounding, and 2 counts of domestic battery. He's been held at the Southern Regional Jail as he awaits trial. A homeless man remains at large for stabbing a Jack in the Box restaurant manager after the suspect was asked to wear a mask while in the premises. Officers responded to the incident, which occurred around 8:10 p.m. on Wednesday night on the 17th of March, located at 1503 West Lake City Parkway in Texas. When officers arrived on site, they found the shift manager leaning against the counter with multiple stab wounds, and the suspect had already fled the scene. After interviewing staff, they described the offender as a bearded white male. He's approximately 60 years old, wearing a red top, a green backpack, and riding a bicycle with a yellow flag. The manager explained that he cannot wear a mask inside the restaurant, but could use the drive-through service. The man refused to comply with the store's policy and became belligerent. He confronted the manager and started yelling. He said they didn't want to serve him because he was homeless, and he'll contact his attorney, as he continued filming with his cell phone. As the homeless man started walking to the exit door, the manager turns his back. The homeless man then goes after him and charges him from behind before tackling him. He then pulls out a pocket knife and stabbed the manager multiple times in the arm and upper torso. The staff rushed to the manager's aid and the suspect fled the scene. Several of the employees, as well as some witnesses, recognised the man as being homeless and living in the area. The manager was hospitalised and is expected to recover. Through the course of the investigation, they are able to determine the identity of the suspect as 53-year-old James Schultz, believed to be a transient. A warrant for his arrest has been issued. He's currently on the run and he's been charged for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon with a $40,000 bond.